She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bianca and welcome to my Beauty and Astrology channel, where I talk about different parts of astrology about being a beauty. So if beauty or astrology interests you, then continue watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to turn on your bell notifications so you can get notified whenever I post, and to tell a friend to do the same. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the North Node, South Node energy, and just what that represents in your chart, what it is in general. And yeah, so I'm trying not to play favorites. Try not to do, just Aries first all the time, because it's Aries and it's what starts the zodiac, and I'm trying not to do Pisces last just because it's what ends the zodiac. So I'm doing the Aries Libra energy for the South Node, North Node, as well as the Pisces Virgo energy for the North Node, South Node, and that's how we're going to be going. We're going to go from first to last and just kind of work our way into the middle. If you have any of these placements, I hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get right into this video. And we're going to be talking about the North Node and the South Node through sign. Also, I already primed my face and set it off camera so we can get right into doing this makeup. What are the North Nodes and the South Nodes? So the North Node and the South Node are both mathematical points. They're not actual celestial bodies. They are mathematical points, and basically, what are these points? Where did they get these points from? We have the ecliptic plane, and what is that? So the plane where the earth revolves around the sun. So the earth is revolving around the sun, going around in a circle, and basically that's the plane. And that the moon revolves around the earth. Basically, if the Earth is revolving around the sun like this, and this is the plane of the ecliptic, and the moon is going like this, doesn't it make sense that the moon is going through the ecliptic plane at least 2 points? It has to ascend through the ecliptic and then descend through the ecliptic. And basically, where it ascends through the ecliptic, that is the North Node, or also known as the Caput Draconis. I'm not gonna call it that. I'm probably just gonna call it North Node. And then when the moon descends through the ecliptic plane, that is known as the South Node, or otherwise known as the Caput Draconis. Y'all should do a pronunciation check. Yeah, so that's big difference between all the other placements that we have talked about leading up till now. With the North Node and South Node, because they are mathematical points and are not celestial bodies, like I said, the expression of these signs are different here than with the planets, because the planets also have their own little energy. Like a Virgo Mars is going to be different from a Virgo moon. That's going to be different energy that they hold. But with the North Node and the South Node, because they are not celestial bodies, there's no filter through for these signs expressions, so it's very much the most authentic expression you're gonna get of these signs. You guys know, I was scared that I was gonna have to get a new shade of foundation because I moved to Florida. I don't go outside. Child, we are in a panoramic. I am not going out there. So solar eclipses and lunar eclipses, they happen on this North Node, South Node axis. Solar eclipses basically happen when the new moon, so when the sun and the moon are both aligned and they're on that ecliptic point, they are conjunct a node. When it comes to the lunar eclipses, it's when the full moon is conjunct the other node. So the eclipses all happen on the North Node, South Node axis. So any solar eclipses or lunar eclipses that we get in this time point right now, because we're in a Gemini North Node, Sagittarius South Node, that's where the solar eclipses are going to be happening. The solar and lunar eclipse is going to be happening in Gemini and Sagittarius until we get over to North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio. So that's really what we're looking at right now. basically your rundown of what the South Node, North Node represents in your chart. Your South Node can represent your past and skills that you mastered in a past life. It can also represent what we're known for in your past life, or just like what you did in a past life. With your North Node, that's basically what you have to learn and master in this lifetime, the skills that you are left to learn about. And I know that when I say this, your South Node is your past, your North Node is your future, people are gonna be like, oh, so I don't have to think about my South Node and I just go towards my North Node. No, that is incorrect. You are not supposed to go for your North Node and forget the past, or be stuck in your past and scared of your North Node. You are supposed to be balancing both of these energies together, taking what you've learned and helping that apply to what you have to learn now. You're not completely forgetting the lessons, just building upon it. Do I just blend this out? Because that doesn't seem like me, but I can't think of anything else. We're going to be talking about the Aries Libra axis. So North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra, South Node in Aries, North Node in Libra. We're going to be talking about that energy here. So with this Libra Aries axis, it's really focused on identity and securing your identity. So like with Aries, it's being your authentic self and not allowing anyone to tell you who you are, and just living for yourself. Whereas Libra is more figuring out your identity through relating to others. And generally the balance here that you want to keep with this axis, or with a North Node, South Node on this axis, is basically figuring out how to be an individual but also relate to others. Find that easy blend of being your own person but also taking into account that other people have feelings. I'm going to talk about the North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra first. With your South Node in Libra, you can see probably mastered compromise, mastered really listening to others and relating to others, and putting others before yourself a little bit. You've mastered kind of finding peace and balance and harmony in relationships, mastered weighing the pros and cons. I don't even want to say mastered, because you know you're always going to be constantly learning this, but you might find it easier to compromise with others. You might find it easier to look for pros and cons, weighing the pros and cons before doing your actions, taking responsibility and accountability for your actions. Being aware of how you affect others is something that you probably understood, but also with the wings of the pros and cons, probably a little bit more indecisive in the past. And just learn how to give and take, learn how to have that tug and pull of a relationship. Mastered creativity, being artistic, having a nice eye for beauty, as well as being able to know how to follow someone's lead. Doing well in partnerships. You may have had a lot of luck in love in the past, or a lot of luck in relationships where people wanted to be with you. But don't get too stuck in trying to maintain balance and over compromising, because that South Node in Libra, you might have had people walk over you in past lives. And if you get too stuck in your South Node in Libra now, people are going to walk over you, especially with your North Node being in Aries. Definitely in this lifetime is more about your needs. It's more about being more assertive of what you want, what you need to be happy, what you need to be fulfilled, and not really following people's leads, being your own leader in this lifetime, taking the initiative in this lifetime, and just generally learning how to be more independent. This does not mean to bark down somebody else's throat. This does not mean that you have to be rude when you're assertive. You can tap onto that Libra energy in knowing how to get your point across and make sure that your needs are fulfilled, as well as being able to listen to others' needs and being more aware of the fact that your actions have effects on other people. Still being aware of that, still being conscious of that fact, but also not letting that stop you if your action has your best interest in heart. It's a balance, you know? Knowing when you're supposed to argue for yourself and knowing when you just need to listen and compromise, you know? So then when you have your South Node in Aries and your North Node in Libra, in past lives you were assertive. Also with a South Node in Libra, possibility of being an innovator or even a warrior in a past life. But also you learn how to be assertive and how to express your own individuality. Could have been too assertive, may have been too abrasive. And now you're trying to learn how to compromise, you know? Having a lot of leadership skills and a lot of passion. You probably enjoyed life to the fullest and you took that with you of like wanting to enjoy life to your fullest, a passion for life, a joy for just living and being here. That's Aries expression. It's just like, why wouldn't I be myself? Because like I'm alive in this moment, let's go do what we want. But also try not to be too self-serving and too focused on your own individual identity that you don't take into account other people. And that's what you're really learning in your North Node, being in Libra, learning how to compromise, learning how to work on balance, learning how to acknowledge others' boundaries, learning how to basically just meet people in the middle and not expecting people to just meet you all the way at the end. And taking responsibility and accountability for your own actions, understanding, hey, my actions and inactions have consequences. With the North Node in Libra, definitely focusing on more of a beauty standard. What can I create that's pretty and that others will deem as pretty too? So I think that's really it with this. Remember that you're trying to balance your North Node and your South Node, not letting one overtake the other. Generally, like with your North Node in Aries and South Node in Aries, whether you have either combo, your main thing is to find balance between being an individual and relating to others. That's what you're really trying to learn here. So with all that being said, we can go to the next pair, which is Pisces and Virgo. And with this Pisces Virgo axis, it's a lot to do with healing and serving people. And you'll find that the difference in how Virgo energy heals and how Pisces energy heals and serves others, it's very physical versus spiritual. Where Virgo is trying to serve and heal your body, healing your very physical needs. Remember, it is a earth placement, so it's very focused on the physical. So Virgo energy is focusing on how it can heal your body, and Pisces is very focused on how can I heal and serve your spirit. You guys, I completely did this so wrong because what am I doing? This comes after I have set my under eye. Who am I? Do I not know makeup? I hope that y'all would have called me out for it. We're gonna go back in and press it in. Press all that in. There's also a big difference here with the Virgo Pisces energy, where Virgo is very much about categorizing things and separating things. It's analytical. It's saying, you know what, you belong here, you belong here, this fact belongs here, this fact belongs here. Where Pisces energy is trying to teach you of how everything is connected. So with a South Node Virgo, North Node Pisces, you kind of learn how to analyze, criticize, problem solve, and really being of service to others, contributing something to society, making the world work better. In a sense, I feel like that's something that both Pisces and Virgo energy wants to do, wants to contribute something to society. And with a South Node in Virgo, you've already contributed something physical in society, whether it was a problem that society had, a problem the world had, and you trying to fix it, or even just a problem that an organization had, and that's your legacy, that you fix something. You know, let me just set my face real quick. You just kind of learned how to improve the material plane. Very streamed in logic. You've kind of, I don't want to say you mastered logic, because how do you master that? But you're very skilled in logic and looking at things in a, if I can see it, I can believe it kind of way. Whereas Pisces wants you to kind of let go of that logic. And remember, you're not completely letting go of the logic, but Pisces North Node here kind of wants you to learn and see the way the world connects and how yes, everything is different, but that doesn't mean that they don't all have a purpose and a reason for being different, and they don't all just work towards the same goal. This is also to learn more compassion. Pisces North Node, you're definitely trying to gain more compassion and finding a more higher spiritual reason and or purpose or meaning behind the service that you do. Whole time I'm just talking, I'm not working on my brows or anything. Great. I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick, and I'll probably just speed this part up and we will get right back into talking. Doop, boop, 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 boop. Just cleaning up with my foundation. Sometimes I don't want it to be so dramatic, you know? Oh, my lashes look so long without the mascara, so love that for me. Don't be too focused on separating things. Also, with the Virgo South Node, Pisces North Node, you're gonna want to learn to let go some of that logic and some of that rationale. Try and believe more in the things that you can't visibly see. Trust your intuition more. Just trust how you feel more. Trust your spirit. North Node and Pisces, also an increase in creativity. Definitely going to be wanting to help out everybody. With your North Node and Pisces, try also to not let people take advantage of you, because that South Node in Virgo, remember Virgo is very cautious and wary energy. So definitely hold on to that. Don't be too, I don't want to say overgiving, but don't be naive. Don't just believe the best in people. In North Node Pisces, don't just believe because we're all connected and I'm this compassionate person that everybody's gonna be like that. Not everybody's gonna be like that. So hold on to that Virgo South Node energy that will help you differentiate which people are good in your corner and which ones are not good in your corner. I'm gonna do my lashes off camera just because I want to get that out the way, and then I'm going to come back and finish up this video. So exciting. So you guys, some way, somehow, I don't know how, but I recorded the last of South Node in Pisces, North Node in Virgo energy, and it's kind of not on my camera anymore. So we're going to refilm that and re-talk about that. I basically did my lashes off camera. I finished my makeup look because I finished talking. I finished my video, but it's not there and we're not going to be angry about it. We're just going to continue. So with the South Node in Pisces, North Node in Virgo, your South Node in Pisces, you've mastered compassion and imagination, your healing energy, and that ability to kind of absorb negative feelings and change them into more positive ones. Whether that's with you personally or with others around you, you are able to kind of soak up any negative emotions and turn them into positive emotions. Just kind of take those negative feelings away from people, and you kind of mastered and you understand that the world is connected, and you see the connectivity in everybody and just how spirit and physical is more connected as well. But with your South Node in Pisces, don't try to get too into the spirituality and fantasy world and use that as a form of escapism, to escape your responsibilities and to escape your lessons that you have to learn. And with your Virgo North Node, you're definitely learning how to critique things more, how to rely on logic and intuition. You know, you're coming into this with more intuition-based energy, and Virgo is teaching to kind of sit down and say, you know what, intuition is great. You should always follow your intuition, but planning and using logic and figuring out the best timing, a good thing. Like if you have the intuition of, hey, I should work here, that Virgo energy is gonna be like, okay, do you have the credentials? So how do we get you there? You know? And definitely mastering like critiquing things, analyzing things, focusing on details. You're also learning how to bring spirituality to the physical plane, learning how to improve the world, using that compassion, using that knowledge of like, hey, we're all connected. Using that healing energy that you have and using it all in a more practical way, in a more physical way, in a more, hey, I can see what you're doing kind of way. And basically remember that with this Virgo Pisces energy on the North Node, South Node, trying to balance critiquing things and differentiating things, as well as integrating things and understanding that everything is connected. Again, with this North Node in Virgo, this Virgo energy, definitely trying to contribute something to society, trying to change something in society. You see a problem in society and you're going to want to fix it in a way. So that being said, that's all that I had to say about the Virgo Pisces energy on your North Node, South Node. So yeah, so with that being said, if you got to the end of this video, you enjoyed it, you enjoyed something about it, you enjoyed what I was saying, or maybe you enjoyed the makeup look that I did, even though you might not have been able to see the whole thing, but you enjoyed something. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to tell a friend to do the same, as well as go check out my other videos. I have a lot of content on here. Go check that out. If you have any of these placements, I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that you learned something new. If you don't have any of these placements and you just wanted to learn something new, I hope that happened. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.